Welcome to the second part of exercise 9.3. Let's discuss this question now. Here it is given, find the value of n so that this may be the geometric mean between a and b. That means in between a and b we have this as our geometric mean. Now you know, if in between a and b I insert c, and if c is geometric mean, then it can be written as root of ab. Same here, I can write this as a raised to power n plus 1 plus b raised to power n plus 1 whole upon a raised to power n plus b raised to power n equal to root of the extremes. So this is a. Now this can be written as a raised to power half, b raised to power half. So I can simply replace it with a raised to power half, b raised to power half. Now I will be cross multiplying it. So I will be getting a raised to power n plus 1 plus b raised to power n plus 1 equals, multiply this. So I will be writing it as bases are same, powers will be added. So n plus half into b raised to power half plus again a raised to power half. Here bases are same, powers will be added. So b raised to power n plus half. Now this term and this term can be taken on one side, and this term and this term can be taken on the other side. So after transposition I will be getting it like this. This will be equal to a raised to power half into b raised to power n plus half minus b raised to power n plus 1. Now out of these two I can take out a raised to power n plus half common, and I will be getting it here as a raised to power half minus b raised to power half, which will be equal to, again I can take b n plus this common, and here I will be getting it as a raised to power half and b raised to power half. This and this gone, so I will be getting it as a raised to power n plus half whole upon b raised to power n plus half will be equal to 1. This 1 can be replaced by, here I can write it as a by b raised to power n plus half. So this 1 can be replaced by a by b raised to power 0. Now when the bases are same, equal to sign is there in between, we can compare the powers. So on comparing powers, we get n plus half equal to 0, and where n equal to minus half. Isn't that easy? Have a look. Let's see the next question, children. Here it is given the sum of two numbers. So let two numbers be a and b. The sum of two numbers is 6 times their geometric mean. So geometric mean is root ab. So this is the given thing to you. Now show that numbers are in the ratio this. That means you need to prove that ratio of these numbers is 3 plus 2 root 2 by 3 minus 2 root 2. This we need to prove. Let's see how we can prove this. Here this is a plus b, and here it is given root ab. That means this is geometric mean. I can make this as arithmetic mean by taking 2 from this 6 to this side, or I can write it as a plus b by 2 root ab equal to 3 by 1. I have just written 6 as 2 into 3, and 2 I have taken this side. Now children, you know, you can see here it is given to you as 3 plus 2 root 2. I have got 3 here, but then here I will be applying rule which is componendo dividendo. And what is componendo dividendo? Here I will be applying componendo and dividendo, or simply I can say C and D. Okay, what is componendo and dividendo? Children, whenever you are applying this method, that means you have to do numerator plus denominator whole upon numerator minus denominator. This is your componendo and dividendo. So this you need to write, that whatever is numerator you have to add denominator to it, and then in the denominator you have to subtract these things. So let's see what I can do when I am applying this C and D here. So it will be A plus B plus, I am adding denominator, and then again this is numerator minus denominator. Same thing here I will be applying. So this is numerator plus denominator, numerator minus denominator. Now you can see here this is A plus B plus 2 root AB, and I can make it a perfect square formula. That means I can write this root A as this A as root A into root A. Sorry, this B can be written as root B into root B plus twice of root AB whole upon, similarly I can write it as root A into root A minus plus root B into root B minus twice of root AB, and this gives me 4 by 2, which gives me just 2. Okay, so here this can be written as root A whole square, and this can be written as root B whole square, which is the formula for root A plus root B whole square, and down that means in denominator it is the formula of root A, since here it is minus, so minus root B whole square, and here I am getting it as 2. Now here I am getting whole square, so I will take root on both the sides. So I will be writing taking square root on both sides. I will be getting it as root A plus root B whole upon root A minus root B is equal to root 2 by 1. Simply I can write. Now children, I want here A by B. So to convert into A by B, I will again apply my componendo and dividendo. So I will be applying again applying componendo and dividendo. I will be getting it as root A plus root B, numerator plus denominator. So denominator is this whole upon numerator minus denominator. So this will be plus root B, and here above I will be getting it as numerator plus denominator, numerator minus denominator. Now children, here root B and root B gone, and here root A and root A gone. So I am getting it as 2 root A by 2 root B is equal to root 2 plus 1 whole upon root 2 minus 1. 2 and 2 again gone. I want A by B, so I can square both the sides. So squaring both sides, I will be getting it as A by B equal to root 2 plus 1 upon root 2 minus 1 whole square, which on expansion will give me 2 plus 1 plus 2 root 2 whole upon, this is what? A square plus B square plus 2AB, and here it is A plus 1 minus 2 root 2, which gives me 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 2 root 2 upon 2 plus 1 is again 3 minus 2 root 2, which we needed to prove, hence proved. Have a look. Let's see this question, children. Here it is given, if A and G be arithmetic mean and geometric mean respectively between two positive numbers. So let two positive numbers be A and B. Now here it is given capital A is arithmetic mean. This is your arithmetic mean. Now here two numbers are given to you. That means capital A is A plus B by 2, which is your arithmetic mean. And geometric mean is given by capital G. That means I can write it as root AB. Now children, here it is given, prove that the numbers are this. Now you recall the things of class 10th. When you need to find out a quadratic polynomial, then you were writing the formula as x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots. Now why I am taking this formula over here? Because you see this thing, it is in the form of minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2a form. That means this is Sridhar Acharya's formula and we were using it to calculate the roots of the given quadratic polynomial or quadratic equation. So I am trying to frame my quadratic polynomial here or quadratic equation here. So I will be getting at sum of roots means here a plus b and product of roots means here a into b. But children, here a into b, with a into b it is root. So I will be converting into ab. So it will be g square equal to ab, and here this will be twice of a equal to a plus b. Now I will substitute the value of a plus b and ab. So I will be getting it as x square minus 2a x plus, and this is here g square. Now this is your quadratic polynomial, and if you want to find out the roots of this polynomial or equation, then you can apply this formula. Now here if I want to find out roots, then I can write x. What is your let's say what is your a over here? Your a over here is, which is the coefficient of x square, which is 1. What is your b over here? Coefficient of x, which is minus 2a. And what is your constant here? G square. So let's find out roots by this formula, which is minus b. So minus b, this is minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac, and c is your g square whole upon 2a. Let's find out what we get after simplification. 2a plus minus under root, this will be 4a square minus 4g square by 2. I can take 2 common out of it, and here I will be getting it as a plus minus under root. This 4 I have taken out, so this 2 is already out here. So I will be getting it as a square minus g square whole upon 2. So this 2 and 2 gone. Now I am left with a plus minus root a square minus g square, which is the required thing to be proved. This a square minus g square can be written as a plus minus under root a plus g. This is the formula for a square minus b square, and a minus g, hence root. Let's see this, children, here. The number of bacteria in a certain culture doubles every hour if there were 30 bacteria present in the culture originally. That means your A is given to you as 30 and it is doubling after every hour. Doubles every hour and it is doubling. That means your ratio, common ratio is 2. Here it is given that in certain culture doubles every hour. That means here your common ratio is 2. And here you need to find out the second, fourth and nth at the nth hour. That how many bacteria will be present in second, fourth or nth hour. So here I know I can write my GP series as AR1, A raised to power 1, A raised to power 2, A raised to power 3 and so on. So here if I want to calculate my second term, that means I will be calculating, I know my A is 30, so I will be calculating my second term, that means AR1. But here the common ratio is given to you as 2. So what you will be taking? You will be taking this R as 2. Now here say this A is 30 and this is 30 into R is 2 raised to power 1. A, that means 30 into 2 raised to power 2. This is your GP, okay, which goes on. But here you need to calculate bacterias in second hour. So this is your initial, this is your first hour, so I will not be considering this. So second hour I will be taking it as, that means in second hour your number of bacteria will be 30 into 2 raised to power 2, which is 30 into 4. So this is 120. Now if you want to calculate it the fourth hour, that means you will not be taking this third and you will be taking the next. Now you see, for second hour you are getting the power as 2. That means for fourth hour, if you are calculating it for fourth hour, then it will be a into r raised to power 4. Here you have got r raised to power 2. So fourth hour it will be a into r raised to power 4. So this is 30 into 2 raised to power 4. So on calculation you will be getting it as 16, which is equal to 480. Now if you want to calculate it for nth hour, then you will be writing it as a into r raised to power n, where a is your 30, this is 2 and raised to power n. So these are the number of bacteria present at nth hour. Now you see the next question. Children, these are application of GP series questions. Here what is given? What will rupees 500 amounts? Here amount is given to you as rupees 500 in 10 years. Time is given to you 10 years. After its deposit in a bank which pays annual interest rate of 10% compounded annually. Compounded annually matlab, that means you need to find out your compound interest. So you know your amount is equal to principal 1 plus r by 100 raised to power t, which you have read in lower classes. Your amount is 500. You need to calculate your amount. So this is your principal amount which you are depositing. So here your principal amount is 500. 1 plus r is given to you 10 by 100 raised to power t is again 10. So I am getting it as 500. 1 plus this can be written as just 0.1 raised to power 10, or simply I can write it as 500 into 1.1 raised to power 10, which you need not to calculate, and this is the total amount in rupees. So this is your final answer in rupees. Have a look.